Hey Team MG, it's Michael Gascon and we're here right outside of Perth in our Australian clinic tour. And I'm bringing you a video. We're here with a Quarb, all kind of mix of Australian horse going on right here. But I'm coming to show you how to get a real sensitive horse and desensitize it. So this horse is super lovely. We've already been through kindergarten and first grade. She does everything, but she is super flighty and super sensitive about desensitizing her. Okay, so we have a little bit of different tools. Again, tools don't matter. It's not what you use, it's how you use it. So we're gonna be using the Australian flag. We're gonna be using a can bag and some different obstacles, but the idea is to get this mare right here where her owner can feel confident cracking a stock whip off of her, and we only have one day to do it. Okay, so we're gonna do everything we can to get her as gentle as possible. So many times you talk to people and they talk about approach and retreat. Approach and retreat is great if your horse wants to give. But this horse has Arab in her and Connemara in her. She is built to go. So if you approach and retreat and wait for her to give, she's just gonna keep moving because she's built to go. So you have to approach and approach. Our idea of desensitizing a horse is keep working until you get the result that you want. We already know that she respects us, that it's not likely that she runs us over. So anytime that she tries to blast off, I want her to either go backwards or sideways. And what you're gonna find is she's gonna give us big responses from this, but she's going to give herself her own release by standing still. As long as she's moving, we're just going to stay with her and keep flagging her and touching her and petting her and grabbing her until she stands. And when she stands, that'll be her own release because she'll say, oh, it's not killing me. And that's what we're going to look for today. We're just going to start right here. So you see her head pop up, and whenever we go to touch her, break that touch barrier. Notice how whenever I am desensitizing her, I always have my hand on the lead. And I have my hand in this position for a reason. I'm not just waving hi to her, but I want to make sure that if she tries to kick me, she can't bring her butt my way because I can control her face. If she tries to run away from me, I can hold her face from running away. And if she tries to run into me, I can put a hand on her cheek to keep her honest. There we go. So, Team MG, I know you guys have been asking for horses that are a little bit more rank and a little bit more testy. The problem is by the time we figure out that they're a testy horse, the testiness is over with. This horse just ran me all over this arena. I was like, oh, we got to make a video for you guys. It's literally been 5 minutes later, and now she doesn't want to run away. So that initial surge was all it took for her to realize, I don't think I can get away with this guy. And I couldn't stop the video for you guys because that would have been doing wrong by the horse by stopping in the middle of her surge. So look, this is the key. What they do really just doesn't matter. Like, that's natural for a horse to be afraid. It's okay. But it's the same thing when a kid's afraid. That's the whole reason you're raising them. So that they'll be equipped for life and equipped for strange and scary things that happen in adulthood. It's the same way with the horse. It's a scary world we live in. It's a prey animal. We want them to not act like a prey animal. So when they're afraid, we're their comfort. And I don't mean we're their comfort like, oh baby, I'm so sorry that bad man scared you. No, the fact that we just stick with it because we know we're doing the right thing until she relaxes. Now she's giving us the right answer. Notice she's tense and tight and her head's high, and that's okay. You have to attempt before you can do it perfect. So of course I would like her to be calm and relaxed, but that's not the answer I'm looking for. I'm just looking for her to stand still. The very first thing I'm doing with a super hot horse like this, sensitive horse, is getting them to freeze. And since I'm not great with the stock whip, you see me popping the flag better than I'll be able to pop your guys' whips. There we go. Do you notice how I didn't have to stop what I was doing? She got a mental break just by stopping and taking a breath. That's what we want to see. Now, as soon as we've done that, we're just going to go to something else scary. I'm going to go grab the amazing can bag that they have, because we had an awesome time with it. Here you go. Thank you. So, just a feed bag with cans in it. It's loud. It's scary. I shit you not. This same horse 10 minutes ago ran all over this arena. Again, it was one surge, and when she quit, that was it. She didn't try it anymore. And I was like, oh, get the camera, we got a live one. And now she's not live. That's just how clear it is what we're asking. And horses, if you're doing things quickly, it's because they're understanding it clearly. Does that make sense? If every time she jumped, we took this away and said, oh, it's okay, good girl, good girl. And then we showed it to her again and she ran and we took it away. Good girl, thanks for the try. No, trying is doing what I ask you to do. What I ask you to do is stand still. You don't know how to stand still, it's okay, we'll just keep working until you stand still. Then I'll take it away and tell you, good girl. And the difference in that release is what lets you know if you're doing the right thing or not. I'll take the tarp next. Yeah, blue one's fine. Yes, ma'am. So we're just going through this horse and throwing everything that we can at it. So her owner is the sweetest lady, and she told me that her horse is green. I went through kindergarten and first grade in a matter of about 30 seconds, and the horse yielded her shoulders so well and disengaged her hindquarters and gave me her undivided attention. I said, whoo, damn, how many crayons do you have in your crayon box? Because where I'm from, if they yield their shoulders and they give like that, they're a lot further along than green. But the reaction of what she was scared of shows me why you could think a horse is green. Horses can be spooky their whole life. They can be 17 years old and still be spooky as shit. It's all about where do they get the release. If they spook and they run from here to there and they get away from it, then that tells them anytime I'm scared, I'll run from here to there and I get a break from it. I get a release from it. So I think she's a more advanced trained horse, that all she needs is somebody that when she acts up, and it's not acting up, remember, running away or spooking or running or jumping or rearing or striking, none of that's bad behavior, it's horse behavior. So it just takes somebody that when she's doing all that, we're like, I don't care. We're gonna touch you anyway. We're gonna scare you anyway. We're gonna do this anyway. And very quickly, in 5 minutes, all of a sudden she's willing to stand. So sometimes you guys think that your horses aren't as trained as they are. They're more trained than what you think. But when it comes to spooking or making their own decision, we just have to stick to our guns a little better. May I take the hand clappy thing? All right, America. So she wants her horse to be able to do a stock whip off of him. I told her that I might whip her horse and myself at the same time. So what do we have? We have slappy hands, an American product. And what do? Ooh. Okay, nothing. A Chinese product, I'm sorry, I was mistaken. It did come from the dollar store, so it's okay. I'm gonna write a review. I say all that to say this. It's not our horse's lack of training. It's not our horse's lack of trying. It's not that we have a chicken little coward of a horse. The only reason that she was so committed to moving is because anytime that she acted up, she got a release. And whether you did it mentally or consciously or subconsciously, the horse says, hey, that's what was happening to me. I gave you that much of a surge and I ran that far sideways because in the past, whenever I act crazy, people let me go. Whenever I act scared, they let me go. Whenever I show that I'm uncomfortable, people stop. That's sweet to humanize them and say, oh, you're uncomfortable, so we'll stop. But that doesn't advance or help the horse any. So, we're gonna transition now and go to some of our riding. And we're gonna show you guys, once we get through here, we'll come back and we'll do all the same stuff from the saddle. Do you have your stock whip? We'll get it. And we might just try a stock whip. Now we're on Kelly here, and we're the same spastic, spooky horse that we had from the ground. In 5-10 minutes, she got over that, and she was giving us more. So now, the very next step is we're gonna mirror everything that we do from the ground, we're gonna do in the saddle. So we're gonna start trying to push her buttons and set her off a little bit. So one of the things that we wanna make sure first is that we have control of the steering wheel. So we're just, and it got a little dusty. So we turn the sprinklers on, just one thing to get her used to. I wanna make sure I have the steering wheel first. And just like everything else, I wanna make sure that she can give her face and leave her feet in one place, like that, very nice. Now the next thing, I wanna make sure that she can give us a spiral, that she can turn here and back up. There we go. And notice, every time she resists, if we don't let go, the very next thing that happens is she yields to that pressure, which means she moves her feet. That side, she gives it even easier. So now we're gonna start bothering her. So when you start trying to set your horse off under saddle, you wanna make sure you have control of their head. This is the time to get creative. This is the time to start looking to bother them. I like to start with my cap because it's already on me and it makes a lot of noise. Look how I leave her with a loose rein. Start adding that pressure. As soon as I see that she'll stand and freeze for that and she doesn't mess around, we're gonna go to the lead rope. The lead rope, I already have it with me. So again, I'm sitting real relaxed. And if she moves, we just keep swinging, keep touching. And look how what she does just really doesn't matter. We're just gonna keep working with her, keep swinging this rope around. Keep her on that loose rein. Good girl. So now start swinging it like a lasso, because we're going to swing the lasso off of this horse. Let it touch her chest, let it touch her butt. Let it touch her chest, let it touch her butt. She can toss her head, she can do whatever she wants to do, but at the end of the day, we're not going to react to her reactions. We're just going to do whatever we want to do anyway. Notice how her movement doesn't help her. Her movement doesn't get us to stop what we're doing. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is a drag obstacle. So we're gonna go right up to this tarp. So the trick to this is to not reach for it. Make sure that you get close enough where you're still balanced when you reach out for it. And when you grab that thing, immediately bring it straight to you. Immediately. Grab it by one end, and we're gonna put it in the same rein. She's worried about the sprinklers and the tarp. Doop-doop. Well, honey, you're just gonna have to deal with it. I leave the drag bag, the dummy, the whatever I'm dragging in the same hands as the reins, so that if she tries to surge from it, I can make her look at it because it's already in the reins. The other thing I don't do is I don't hesitate out here. When you hesitate out here, if she moves to the left now, she thinks as long as she's running, that's why it's not touching her. That's why the second I pick something up, immediately, you're gonna do an obstacle course and you're getting them ready for the jacket, grab the jacket, touch them with it. Let them know, hey, freeze. Hey, freeze, you've already created this pattern from the saddle, so we're creating the same pattern from the ground and we're creating the same pattern in the saddle. Focus. That and the arena sprinkler is right handy. I rather like that. Again, look at how her head drops every time that she resists. Then when she stops resisting, her head comes down and she relaxes. Her head comes down and she relaxes. Go from one side of the horse to the other, and I immediately put it in the other rein. So the exact same way, whenever we were on the ground, it was one big surge and then she stopped surging. Well, it's the same way through the water. She surged one time really hard, and now, oh, it's just water. There we go. We'll take our drag obstacle back. Does somebody have a flag for me? Please and thank you. Hey, let's go. Hey, let's go. Thank you, young lady. And it's the same thing. We asked for it at the standstill, just like that. And the fact that she gets all tense and tight and anxious, we don't get tense and tight and anxious because of it. We're supposed to be the calm, confident leader. How calm and confident are we if we attempt to do something that we're scared of doing, and then when she gets tense and tight, we get tense and tight. She's like, oh shit, we're both gonna die. We wanna make sure that we assure her by our body language and the way that we react that everything is fine. Even when she gets uncomfortable, even when she gets afraid, that hey, this is not so bad. So the Australians, they told me that I failed stock whip class, so I'm not allowed a stock whip on a horse. Understood, touche. But I am allowed a flag, and I can whip it pretty good. Notice how I want it to be on the inside the same way as the drag obstacle. So when the wind changes directions and it gets in front of the drive line, then all of a sudden she doesn't want to go forward. That's just something to take into consideration. That's the difference between dragging something and having a flag. Is whenever you change directions in the wind, remember their drive line is right here behind their shoulder. Anything that gets in front of it is going to want to shut them down. But I'd much rather that she shuts down instead of takes off, because you'll be comfortable with the shutdown. You're not going to be comfortable with the hard surge. Let's freeze up right in the water, honey. Go forward. There we go. So just by the feel and touch of her, I can tell that she has a real nice handle, that she'll just drop her head and bury it for us. And if we weren't trying to desensitize her while we were in motion, she would be giving us a beautiful ride right now. Well, if she can give you a beautiful ride, then me riding her beautifully doesn't really help you much, does it? I have to go wherever your horse has the problem, and that's what we have to get through. So that's what I was telling you guys earlier. I much rather a horse that knows nothing, but is trying to comply and sees me as the leader, than a horse that knows a lot, but is trying to make her own decisions. Because then all of a sudden, all that training goes out the window as soon as you crack a sprinkler, you know, you grab a flag, you crack a whip, or attempt to crack a whip. But now we're starting to get somewhere. Notice how her reactions, instead of leaving, is freezing now. That's a good sign. Because we can always ask the horse to go again, but I need her to be calm and quiet for you. There we go. Good, good. That's what we're looking for, guys. And that's how that groundwork translates to the saddle. You make it happen from the saddle, the first response we want is for them to freeze, and then to be able to give it in motion from the ground. And then the same thing in the saddle. Now we're starting to get that freeze where you start all of a sudden feeling confident to do things. You can drop the reins, you can take a deep exhale because you know she's gonna freeze. We'll give this back. And I'll take that rope. Now here we go, something I'm a little bit more comfortable with. A stock whip. No, 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 I'm not the man from Snowy River. You didn't know I knew what that is, huh? All right. Again, the same thing, just going to another level. I'm left-handed, so I have to turn the rope around. And I just throw it out a couple times like that. So roping is an interesting one because to rope properly, you have to stand up in the saddle. You can't rope from your butt. So not only are you going to desensitize them to it, but you have to desensitize them with your core tense and tight, which everything else we do it when we're completely relaxed and we're just sitting here like a bump on a log. Yeah, I might give her the first couple swings like that, but very quickly, I need to be able to stand up over her. Touch her chest, touch her butt. Touch your chest, touch your butt. So you see what I was doing with the lead rope was preparing her for that. Come on, come on. Just toss it out in front of her, bring it back. Notice I don't care how I bring it back. I bring it back where it touches her. I don't do it carefully or quietly. Have you noticed for such a sensitive, explosive horse, we haven't treated her carefully at all. We treated her like she's a yard pony. Guys, at home, if you treat a horse carefully, you're creating a horse that you'll always have to be careful around. So this horse, they're trying to do the right thing by her and they think, oh, because everything upsets her, that they need to be more careful. It couldn't be more opposite. The fact that everything upsets her, we need to be more brash and bold and do more things off of her. Just gone for it. Now, if I rope a stick for you guys, will you be impressed since I fell with the... So guys, Americans rope, Australian stock whip. Americans aren't great with the stock whip, or I'm not. I'm okay with that. I've accepted it. And guys, that's how you get a very explosive, hot, undesensitizable horse to come around quickly, quietly. Look, she's not dripping sweat. We didn't run her until her tongue was hanging out of her mouth. We simply said, do whatever you like, but you're not gonna get a release from the pressure. If you sit still and be quiet, that is your release. And all of a sudden, she wants to sit still, and whether we crack a whip or pop or rope off of her or drag something on her, all of a sudden her first go-to now is to freeze. And in the days coming, you'll be able to not only get her to freeze, but to go forward as you're carrying the flag, as you're roping off of her and doing whatever you like. Thank you guys for tuning in. All right guys, so you see now we're transferring it to the owner. And basically what we wanna do is get the owner to take a deep breath, sit back and look up. Notice how she's keeping that tarp to the inside. And if the horse gets where she's stepping on it with her back feet, all she has to do is turn the horse into it a little bit. You see right there, it disengages her hindquarters and then she doesn't step on it. But I always want whatever you're dragging to be the inside. And as long as that tarp or barrel or dummy or cow or whatever is on your right side, you only turn right. And then if it's on the left side, you only turn left. Good job, young lady, good job. All right, bring her over here. You can drop the tarp. Drop the tarp. All right, walk her here. Bring her straight to me. All right, I'm gonna come straight to you. I'm just gonna hand it to you. And you grab it. Grab the reins with one hand. And you're just gonna have faith that she's gonna stand still. Unravel it by waving it. There you go. So I want you to keep your shoulders back and show the folks how far you can sit back. So I wanna make sure that whenever you're doing this at home, that you keep your heels down in front of you, and I want your shoulders to be back here. Because when a sensitive horse moves, the thing that's gonna move first is the shoulder, because their shoulders are gonna run away to get direction. If you're sitting over the shoulders and the shoulders jump away, you're gonna be in the dirt. But if you're sitting over their hindquarters and their hindquarters move, then you're gonna be right there with them and you're gonna be able to keep swinging that flag. There you go, now give it more energy, like you're not afraid. There you go, big deep breath, more juice. That's it, and more. There you go. Very nice, very patriotic. Thank you very much. I sure appreciate the opportunity. Can we give her a round of applause, ladies and gents? That's a good job.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching our video. Make sure to get in the comments below and give us your feedback. Let us know what all problems you're having, if you have any problems with the steps, if there's more videos or problems that you would like to see. We just want to better help you bond with your horse and help fix some of your equine problems and reach your equine goals.